13 months. That's a heck of a long time. That's more than just 1 year. Today we're going to be at, Dutchie, you're too nice. Today we're going to be at IndyCar, in case you're not familiar. We're going to be doing some GT3 racing as usual, and I believe qualifying is underway, so let's get right to it, folks. How about that? And Mr. Raza throwing the gauntlet down already. Couldn't even wait for an extra lap to come through before throwing down a 136. Looks like the top times are going to be about 135s, 136s being it for the normies, I would say, and all the way back to the 137s is about the pace that we'd expect to see. I see Matt Artem doing about a 136 as well, so that seems to be the pace for all these drivers here tonight. Professor Kanotis is who we're looking at right now. He did a 205 his last time around. He was also part of the 6 hours of Spa, the same time we ran the 24 hours of Spa, or excuse me, not we, but SRO community ran the 24 hours of Spa. So it's lovely to see more and more of these drivers take to the track every single day of this week. We've got 16 minutes left of this qualifying session taking place here. Let's take a look at what the rest of the drivers are doing right now as they go through turn 15 for Professor Kanotis. .148 for him, not doing so well. But I see a lot of names that I've seen before. You got Zane Blisket back out. I wonder if they're running that Porsche that they ran for the 6 hours. I see who else is out here. Jake Tyrell. No, Tyrell. I believe it's how it's pronounced. I apologize for the mispronunciation last week, or this weekend. Who else do we see? Kevin Yu from this week. Spady Bud, as always, a Tracklicious favorite. I know he is in my hearts at least. 135.365 for Mr. Kenneth Portis. Holy Toledo, that's a fast lap. What is going on? Mr. Portis. 37 second first sector, 31 second second sector, 26 second for the third sector. Doesn't have it all in the bag, but he's trying to throw it down as fast as he can. Ali Raza with his 135 now. 135 coming out for Pio Bruno. Now the track seems to be optimum. 25 degrees Celsius, 34 degrees Celsius for the track temperature. But obviously we're going off of the air temperature, new racing line, indeed. More 136s popping out. I can see Mr. McDonald with his 136.9, 136.962 for Alex Hansen, 136.9 as well. Holy smokes. We got Stefan Lindauer with a 136.8 just got thrown down. Casey Shute went down a position, 136.7. Looks like Darren Wicks took that from him, 136.4. And then a 136.3 for Mr. Paul Borman. Matt Artem goes up into fourth place with a 136.277. I allowed to see that. Mr. Raza not improving on his personal best, but Mr. Kenneth Portis II sure is. He's got a 10th in the bag right now, trying to improve on his latest and greatest. Everybody else seems to be improving as well as Will Berner driving this Mercedes here tonight. He's got about 6/10 in his pocket right now. That'll put him into the 137 mids for sure. And I see more people like Harold McDonald with some time in their pocket. And Kenneth Portis does throw down a new best lap, 135.212. Let's see if Harold McDonald improves on his lap. Think he will. Half a second gained. He's about 5th place right now. As long as nobody else gets near on that 136.3 is looking real good and spicy. Bruno Pio chasing down the number 12 right now in this qualifying session. And that number 12 is from Juan Martins. Thank you very much, Mr. Dutchie. I know it's not the normal layout that we see, but This is the tools that I like to use, and I thought I would share them with all the wonderful people here. Stream titles from the Enduro race. We'd have to get a moderator to take care of that. Unfortunately, that's not me. Thank you very much for letting me know. I'll send a message to Big Boss Gakas. And this is what I mean. I think I've said it before, said it during the 6 hours a lot. So many people here to support the stream, whether you're making a correction, giving out information, whether you're telling about, you know, race rules, racecraft. I just love to see it, man. You guys are so wonderful for giving us the information and helping us out. The stream would not be the same without all of you supporting what we are doing. And obviously we'll talk about our supporters and we'll talk about the schedule here once we get this qualifying session completed. More data to be had, more data up on the board. 136s seem to be the best with this high track temperature here in Indianapolis. 136.545, excuse me, 135.212 being the best lap that Mr. Portis could set, and it looks like his last lap was a 135.2. So he's running pretty consistently right now in this qualifying session. 135.3 for Mr. Raza. Bruno Pio with a 142 being his last, but a 135 being his best. And 135.7, 136 just got thrown down by Wilson Fernandez. Gil Svern went backwards as Bruno Pio went forward. 135.7, 135.7 as well for Quinn Smith. Bumps some people back down the grid. Gil Silvern goes to the 135.8 right there. Paul Borman's trying to go up. He bumps Gil Servin back with his improvement of just a tenth or so, and that will be super close here for the front pack of the grid. Everybody's running around the same times right now. Got a lot of people heading into the pits, and I believe this is the odd even number cycle, so we'll start to see more of the even numbers come out. Nope, this looks like it's all at once from what I could tell, actually, because I see a lot of even numbers have already gone. And some even numbers are still in the pit lane. Let's see if there are any odds that are just hanging out back here. All the odds are hanging out right now, I think, as the 10-minute mark just got completed. So that'll be the end of their qualifying session as Kevin Yu rolls out of the pit lane in the number 45 that he rocked for the 6 hours of the race. And this is the last lap for, I'm just going to call this gentleman GB. I cannot pronounce that name to save my life. We're going to just call him GB, unfortunately. Sorry, GB. I apologize in advance. You deserve better from me. But you're just going to get GB from me from right now. That's all I can do. Gage Gonzalez rolling out of the pit lane right now in the number 13. We've got Raleigh Dutchy, Spady Bud, Jace Wright, Leo Monfort, Gage Gonzalez, Kevin Yu, Anthony Kelly, Tyler Carr, Jake hold on. Let me make sure that I'm going to pronounce this correctly. I was specifically told Tierl. That makes sense. We got Tierl. And then who else do we have? Excuse me. Tierl, Ricardo Rivera, Andre Alex Alfonso, Diego Cosquio. I'm gonna guess Eric the Boss Gakasian, and then we've got Morikivo Yatashani. And Yatashani will be the first people to get their lap out, I think, as Yatashani sets his 2:04 for his out lap. Nobody really on a flyer just yet. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway has had many other venues, obviously, and it traces its origins to the turn of the century with the first motoring boom. Indiana businessman Carl G. Fisher envisioned the building of the circuit in his home state in 1905 after assisting friends racing in France and seeing that Europe had the upper hand in all automobile design and craftsmanship. Seeing that this was one of the reasons behind was the lack of permanent testing facilities available for domestic manufacturers, he decided to create something better. And Gage Gonzalez, excuse me, with a 135.4 warps right to the pits. He's done with that. Where does that put him? Mr. Gonzalez goes to third place. Holy Toledo is out. I would park it after that too, knowing that I had some time in the bag. Being able to run a lap like that, that'd be a nice way to slot right in. Takes another set of tires, rolls his way out of the pit box, and goes after another one. Tyler Carr is improving by about 0.3 right now, driving a lovely Mustang car. Number 69 in 15th right now, his last lap being a 136.3, but he's got 0.3 in the bag right now, so that might put him in provisional top 10 if he can hold on to it. If you look over to the left, all the red lines right now, those are all the drivers that are in the pit lane. They are not participating in this half of the qualifying session, obviously. Diego Cosico, what is he up to right now? He's about 0.2 in the bag. Ricardo Rivera, hold on. Might go provisional pole here and now. No, he doesn't have enough in the bag. He's fourth place, gets to the line. He only goes up into second. He does the exact same lap time as Kenneth Portis, a 135.212, exactly the same lap time. Holy smokes. Wowza. Stonker of a lap. Can't say much more about that. Jake Tyrrell running around in the back right now. I know he's got more pace under him. It's running a 202 right now in this long-legged Lambo in the 463, but I think he's got some time in the bag to be able to improve on a valid lap for sure. Kevin Yu, where is he at right now? He's in 16th position, goes up into 16th place. Excuse me. He does a 136.345. Little bit of dyslexia kicking in. Let's go, Tony, says the fans. Who's Tony? Oh, Tony in the 132, of course. In 26th position, Tony Zhang. Danzig, and his last lap time was a 136.7, and that holds him down for 26th position. All the times being about 1 to 2 seconds apart from each other right now. Ricardo Rivera does throw down the gauntlet. He does do better. That 135.132 is his best lap. Takes it away from Kenneth Portis, who had held the same lap time before. What's going on, MPA 414? Better give me the hometown call, he says, for the old boys at AUR. Of course I will. Love to see you, my friend. Thank you very much for shouting me out. Make sure you give the stream a nice big thumbs up and a follow. Shout out to the Fear Nothing Moto Boys, says Neil Gunn Stanley. Lots of shout outs to the fans. Lots of shout outs to the drivers. Anthony Kelly, where do you hold up right now? Anthony Kelly in 29th position with a 137.7. That's how tight this grid is right now. I want to keep on reiterating that. How tight the field is. Unbelievable. What's up, Dev664? Love to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. while you can. Gotta see it. Let's go Fuchsia competition. I'm Drew, by the way. What's up, Big Drew? How's it hanging, everybody? And by the way, for all the drivers that are sitting in pit lane right now, don't forget to come hang out for an interview after this. Love to have everybody come in and have a good conversation. After the race, of course. Not while you're behind the... Well, I'll take it back. I'd love to do it. I'd love to... Jake Terrell, here we go. And the 464 goes up into 13th place. Has yellow flag, though. Let's see what happened to him real quick. Jake Terrell chasing down that Mercedes and almost goes into the back of him and then ends up having to slow down by quite a bit. And that's what he had to do to just stop there, build a gap, it looks like. And hopefully he gets another chance at it. I know he's got some pace under him in 13th position. Right now, as it stands, Ricardo Rivera, Kenneth Portis, Diego Cosico, Ali Raza, Gage Gonzalez, Tyler Carr from FNM, Bruno Pio, Quinn Smith, Paul Borman, Gil Silverland, Darren Wicks, Wilson Fernandez, Jake Tyrell, Matt Artem, Jace Wright, Drew Brufkowski, Kevin Yu, Harold McDonald, not Ronald McDonald from FNM, Professor Kenotis, Casey Shute, Alex Hansen, Andre Alex Alfonso, Stefan Lindauer, Tony Danzing, Juan Martins, Justin Beachley, Will Bruner, and Zane Bliskett, one of my favorites, Anthony Kelly, Devin Anthony, Eric the Boss Gakassian, and we got GB, I'm never going to pronounce his name right, so I'm not even going to try, Tanner Masters, Daniel Dejarson, I don't know, DD, double D's, we're going to call him. And Rally Dutchy, where does he go? 139.5 that last lap. He's not pleased with that. Runs into the barriers at the end of qualifying. And that'll be Joe Cali, Rally Dutchy, Spady Bud, Leo Montfort. And that rounds it out for the 39 drivers in this grid. I expect to see at least 30 people here in chat tonight based on the number of drivers that we have. I want to see everybody bring someone over. Your friend, your mom, your dad, I don't care who you got, but you better give them a shot at watching this race, folks. Let's go ahead and take a look at our sponsors very quickly and thank them. I apologize. Here's the calendar that we wanted to look at first. Good job for everybody in the qualifying session right now. And if you're not familiar with this, the sim grid, you better start getting familiar really quickly because all of these series are posted up on the sim grid ready for everybody to take part in. So we've got racing every single night of the week pretty much for everybody to get a chance to be involved. I don't want to hear any excuses why you can't make it. Your mom was there, your mom was home, blah, 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 blah. It's okay. There's Sunday through Sunday racing to take part in. All of the iRacing stuff that you see right now is actually for free. So you don't even need to own iRacing or own any of the content other than a normal subscription to take part in that. That's how amazing this has been set up, okay? All of the multi-class, endurance racing, excuse me, like the Saturday, SRO esports community stuff is fantastic to be a part of. If you haven't gone ahead and watched the 6-hour Enduro Spa-Francorchamps, you're going to have to get familiar with that as well. It's posted on the YouTube channel, The Road to the SRO. Yes, that SRO, folks. You can go ahead and take a part in a championship that might lead you to being part of the SRO championship. In that series as well, we cannot forget our sponsor AWI, who's giving out 2 pristine watches to the winners of that series. So if you want a chance to win yourself some high quality watches, go ahead and enter. Now towards the Patreon. Thank you very much to all the Patreon producers, the servers, the action, the Discord, the Nitro. It wouldn't all be the same without you all of the donors that are here listed, all of the V12 exotic Patreon producers. You guys make and break this series so very much so. Thank you very much for all the love and support that you guys give. And also, can't say enough, thank you very much to all the chatters who are here, talking it up, giving us the support, giving the shout outs to the racers. You guys are fantastic. Why did GT3 drivers hate the bollards and the foam board so much? I don't know. It's because they love to see them go boom. Let's head back over to the live screen as we get ready for the start of this race. And we're going to do everybody's favorite thing. I think you love to see it more than anything else. The lovely, the lady, the grid walk. And we got Ricardo Ferreira in P1 for the Puerto Rico car. The 75 of Diego Cosico, rocking from Argentina. We got the sim grade car, lovely dragons from Kenneth Portis. I like to see it a lot. Gage Gonzalez in a stock livery, the number 13. We'll be able to identify him. Ali Raza in a almost goldish green livery. That looks sexy. Arma livery for Fear Nothing Moto, Tyler Carr. We saw him in the 6 hours. Bruno Pio rocking the Francorchamps Motors car in the number 14. The 888 for Quinn Smith rocking the Stang from America. Paul Borman in the 666. You can tell he's got the 666 on him and the Pepsi Max logos all over it with some Pokemon. Number 400 for Gil Silverland. And we've got a Nissan of all things rocking a beautiful livery for Darren Wicks in the 46. 8 is for Wilson Fernandez from Brazil, I would think, or Brazil. Jake Tyrell is from USA rocking the Lamborghini. Matt Artem in his iconic Audi rocking the 414. And we got Jace Wright in the number 63 in position 15 right now. We got 16th place going to Drew Bravlowski in the number 68. And then we've got Kevin Yu in the iconic 45. And we've got Harold MacDonald in the 182. And Professor Cronotis rocking his yellow with purple accents on his car. Andre Alex Alfonso in the number 666. Casey Shoot in the number 6. And we've got Alex Henson in the 390, hailing from, I believe that's from Ukraine. Steven Slauser, Tony Danzing, Juan Martins in the number 12. Justin Blanchy in the number 18. Will Berner in the number 98, Mercedes. Zane Bliskett rocking his iconic livery, one that we love to see the most. Apologize. And we've got Devin Anthony in the number 52. Eric Gokasian. And we got our boy GB of all people. Not even going to pronounce it. We got DD, double D in the 88. Tony Top 10, hopefully, in chat. Got some shout outs for him. Love to see it, love to see it, love to see it. Team Westinghouse, and we got Rally Dutchy in the number 621. I apologize for doing 20 things at once right now. Spady Bud rocking his flowered livery, and we got Leo Monfort in the number 176. And that'll be it for the grid. Holy Toledo, my breath is out right now. Apologize for the technical issues that we just had, but everything seems to be squared away now. 787 going to lead us out. Green light, go, 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 everybody. And it looks like the staying on the outside may have gotten a little worse of a start than Ricardo Rivera. I think that'll be Kenneth Portis in the background, not doing anything but it. No, that's Diego Cosico going side by side in towards turn 2. We have some action side by side. Contacts made with Jake Tyrrell, but he's doing all right now. Bruno Peel losing out of position. Quinn Smith going forward, and everybody's doing a great job of keeping it neat and tidy right now as much as possible. More side by side action through the middle of the field, coming through the 4th corner. And headed towards the inside, makes a look. Jake Terrell gets contact made, and I think that's our boy Jace Wright as well. I think so. The 45 making contact, excuse me, the 63 making contact, almost making contact again. 2 Lambos going side by side, bumping and grinding, just like R. Kelly said, but this one's a little bit more appropriate than not. Oh no, there's a bump in the rump for Jace Wright. He gets turned around. And let's go back over to the field. Let's take a look and see what happened for this accident. Yellow flags being waved for sure. Was he pushed or was he shoved? There's multiple accidents actually going on at the same time. Wow. It is just nothing but calamity here. A little bit of contact there for our boy. But he's doing all right. Bruno Pio chasing down. Is that a penalty for the 4-5-8? I'm not sure. I'll leave that one up to the stewards for sure. Not my job. Wipes his hands. And back to the live action. Matt Artem, switchback, engaged. Does he have anything to do with it? I think not. Tried to make a move happen on Drew Brovkowski. There's side-by-side contact. Now he's getting hunted down by the 666 and the 46 behind of Darren Wicks. Matt Artem able to make a breakaway run right now. Agreed, the Mustangs are stupid fast, and the Mustangs have a lot of braking power beneath them, so I don't think anything was intentional to say. I think accidents are just accidents. Everybody means the best, obviously, but sometimes accidents just happen. Side-by-side accident with Casey Shute. Casey Shute racing against Zane Blisket right now. My boy with the graffiti livery. I love to see it. Zane Blisket rocking the 996 on the door panel. Trying to chase down that Aston. I'm not sure how well this Pork is going to make up speed in the straightaways, but it can do something here through the twisty bits, but not sure if he's going to be able to make anything happen here. No. 135.8 coming out from Ricardo Rivera being his fast lap. Tony up 2 or 3 places. Let's go, Tony, my man. I won't be able to say anything else about Tony without risking giving him a commentator's curse, so I'll stay away from it for as much as possible, okay? That's all there is to say about that. Last thing I want to do is get blamed for someone wrecking out. I know how you guys get in chat sometimes, okay? Don't even start with me. Let's see, Quinn Smith, Gage Gonzalez, chasing down each other. 135 being Quinn Smith's last lap. Let's take a look at Gage Gonzalez's last lap as well, 136. So getting slowed down by quite a bit right now. Losing time in Sector 3 and Sector 2. And pretty much nil in Sector 1 right now. But Quinn Smith having the best Sector 2 of anybody else out there right now, despite Ricardo Rivera having the best lap of the session, his 135.8 that he just posted previously. This is the battle between Justin Bleachy and Casey Shute again. Disco on board would shoot on the inside. Does he have any hub-to-hub action? He sure does. And let's take a look at the helicam to watch this side-by-side. Gage Gonzalez. No, this is Casey Shute and Justin Beachy, though. Side by side, still going through the final corners, 15-16, nose to tail. Casey Shute goes forward, Justin Beachy goes backwards. That Mercedes unable to hold on. Now Zane Bliskett's trying to get through on Beachley. Nose to tail right now, Casey Shute doing the defense of his life, being a lion. Goes a little bit deep there for that Aston, and the Mercedes now taking a look. Let's go on board with Mr. Bliskett, see what he's seeing. There goes Zane Bliskett on the inside of Beachley, and he does make that move stick just barely. So is there any overlap for Beachley to get a hold of it? No, he cannot. Zane Bliskett goes through neatly. Very good job for him as the Aston kicks up pocket sand to try to discredit the work from behind, and I'm not sure what happened there. Let's take a quick look at the replay. What happened between Darren Wicks and I believe that's Andre Alex Alfonso. No, Harold McDonald possibly. Everything looks all right for now, but coming into what looks like turn 8 on the inside, there was a little bit of contact as the Fear Nothing Moto car was unable to make that move stick, and just unfortunately made some unpredicted contact. Bruno Pio trading places with Gage Gonzalez, it looks like, in the battle for P7 and P8 also, making sure we don't discredit the guys up at the front. Ricardo Rivera is about 2 seconds in front of Diego Cosico, and 1 second back is Kenneth Portis. Tyler Carr from FNM, Ali Raza. Oh, what happened to Kenneth Portis? He looks like he's getting a white flag raised. Is he slowing down to a back marker already? I think so. Who is that in front? Is that Jake Terrell? That might be Jake Terrell out in front. Got another spicy battle right here between Kevin Yu and Gil Silverland side by side. The 400 goes through on the 45. Doesn't look like there was any contact there. Just some loving and racing. Looks good all on my screen, folks. Kevin Yu still trying to chase down, won't give up, can't stop, won't stop, pushing to the limit. This has been some great racing so far. And thank you very much to all the drivers for keeping it clean. Most importantly, Gil Silverland chasing down Alex Hansen, going deep and wide. Mustang versus BMW, America versus Germany. We've seen this before. And there goes the 45 of Kevin Yu trying to get involved in this little opening that's been made, trying to go for something that's not there quite yet. Gage Gonzalez throws down the fastest lap in 7th place, 1:35.6 right now. Disco Jaden says the Mustang will slowly disappear on the straights. I don't know. Here we go, side by side. Maybe you're right, Disco. That 400 just goes a little bit deep, and the 45's there on the outside, trying to pin the 400 to the inside. But that 400 is big and beefy, and that 45 had to go wide as the 400 just drifted out slightly. Hey, what's going on, Brew Paper Scissors? Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for all your support. Thank you for being here. Time is the one thing that we cannot buy from our drivers or from our fans, so thank you very much for being here. And honestly, I do mean that. Time is the one thing that you're giving up to be here. Whether it's time away from your family, away from your friends, away from watching Formula One, whatever it is, you gave up a lot to be here. So thank you very much to everybody who's spending their time here with me on a Sunday evening, afternoon, Sunday morning, Monday morning, depending on where you are at in the world. Jace Wright, 63, chasing down Eric the Boss Gakas. More action between Kevin Yu and Gil Silverland right now. These guys still about a couple tenths between each other, just slinking around. Quinn Smith, though, about a tenth back from Ali Raza, trying to make something work here. Hopefully they're not slowing each other down to Gage Gonzalez right now. Gage Gonzalez's last lap was a 1:36.017. So about identical lap times between these two drivers, as you can see on the display. Gage has lost 3 positions off the start. Quinn Smith's up 3, though. 2, excuse me. Almost a little bump in the rump there, but nothing to write home about. If they only continue to focus on turning left, the rest will just come to them. Who's that going off the curbs? The 4.53 as Gage Gonzalez. Ooh, what happened here? Big ol' off-track moment. I think it was Gage Gonzalez who's the one that went off. Take a look at this replay. Oh, man, just lost it. Thought he had it on the brakes and then just went deep, and he went completely off the brakes. Looks a little uncharacteristic of him. Andrew Pavlovsky is getting past Paul Borman right now, side by side, coming down the front straight. Oh, absolutely. Better deep than hitting someone, and that looks exactly like that was that situation, right, Disco Jaden? Definitely made the right call. Rather ruin your own race than ruin your race plus someone else's, is my opinion. But what am I going to do? I'm just a slow rookie. But I think that was the gentlemanly thing to do. Sacrifice your own race for the sake of others around you. Good heads-up driving by him. Take a quick look at an accident for the 98 and the 72 very quickly. '98 right behind the 72 right now, makes a look on the inside. They're side by side. The 72 tries to turn in. Looks like the 98 just goes a little bit wide and a little bit of door banging. Whoa, a little bit more than door banging. That's a little bumping and grinding there. Gage Gonzalez looking at Drew Bravosky one more time. The lap times are quite different between these two, but Gage's last lap was not so great. It was a 1:43 to the 1:37 of Mr. Burakovsky. Excuse me, Burakovsky. I will get it right, I promise. A little bit of damage to Alex Hansen's nose right now, and that's Kevin Yu in the background. And our boy Professor Kanotis also lurking in the background behind all of these drivers. Gage Gonzalez looks like he did get past Mr. Drew Burakovsky. Oh, is that Lambo going to do anything spicy here on Alex Hansen? No, not quite yet. And Quinn Smith doing faster laps than Ali Raza right now. Some Mustang on Mustang action. Quinn Smith up 2 positions still. Ali Raza has gained nothing so far. Avoided Tony to make sure he doesn't get cursed. Fair enough. Someone's got to have enough channel points for me to get a hydrate, right? Come on. Who's got to hydrate for me? Coming around, the 888 has separated himself from the 30 of Ali Raza. Thank you very much, Disco Jaden. Appreciate that. Call to action fulfilled. Hole in one, Caleb. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. Oh, no! No, Professor Kenotis looks like he just lit it up in the background. Let's take a look and see what happened to him. The chrono, no. The number 42, what happened? Coming around, chasing that Lambo, goes a little bit nip and tuck right there towards turn 1. Going around the outside, making a look at the 45, just gets it onto the grass, lights it up on the rear end, and then gets the tank slapper that sends him into the kitty litter. Man. That is not Valtteri Bottas's car at the Red Bull Ring doing some grass clipping. That thing did not look like it loved it. Unfortunate for Mr. Kenotis. What's up, Stefan Buckley? What's up, my tracklicious friends? Recovering from COVID and pneumonia. No! Hope you're doing all right, my friend. Heal up quickly. And thank you very much for staying isolated and protecting yourselves and all of your loved ones. Up at the front, the gaps are 1.3 to Diego Cosico. I'm going to stick in with one way. In the number 75, and then you got Kenneth Portis in the number 84, about 3 and a bit tenths back. But here's Quinn Smith and Ali Raza side by side. The Triple Eight can't turn in because the 30 just existed there on the racing line, preventing him from coming over. And man, that was a sneaky move trying to get done, but great defense by just driving forward there. This Nissan struggling a little bit, the 999, chasing down the other Nissan that's out here. Uh-oh, Kevin Yu seems to have been in an incident with Tony Zhang, apparently. What happened here? Thank you, A. Wallace. Thank you very much for being here. Sorry you couldn't be here for the race. What happened? Oh, the Stang! Oh, the Stang just could not get it stopped. The 132, the 390, all getting involved. Oh, no. And Tony, my man Tony, I think he had to teleport to the pits with that damage that he had. Or is he just not in it anymore? Tony, my boy. Where are you, Tony? Tony, DNF, I believe. F's in chat for my boy Tony. You hate to see it. Triple checking. Tony Mamboni's not here. No. F for Tony. What's up, Mick Merck Superfan 44? Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for your time. Quinn Smith still chasing down Ali Raza as he lights up the rear end, going over the curb, losing a little bit of traction. Shooting frame, thank you very much for the F in chat. Those are all Fs for the boy Tony. Side by side, Casey Shoot with Alex Hansen. This battle is now back on. Casey Shoot going way on the inside on Alex Hansen. Alex Hansen's trying to get a run on him, but might end up on the grass, and I don't think so. That BMW is going to hold on as much as possible. He's doing a great job of making this defense work out. Outside, inside! That Aston had to back out of it. He did not have enough overlap. Beautiful driving, but this battle isn't just over yet. It might rage on towards what looks like the next corner. Turn 8. Here we go, side by side. Door banging 6 not in the 390 at turn 8, excuse me. Whoa, and a little bit of lighting up from the 390. Did not love that contact. And now we have a gaggle of cars, not a pack of cars. We've got a gaggle of cars going side by side. The 6 going next to what looks like my boy Zane Bliscuit in the 996. 2 2x2. Up the ramp we go towards the fast stuff. And now we're coming around to turn 13, 14, 15. The 6 goes off into the grass. And who's that off in front? We've got more people getting involved in this wreck. Holy smokes, the 390. No, that's the 400 going around. And he's just trying to get involved and get through this safely. That's Gil Silverland in the 400. And now this gaggle of cars and turned into a flock of geese, I should say. We've got Mustangs, Astons, McLarens. The only thing we're missing right now is a good Audi. Holy smokes. This is not going to be 3 wide going in towards turn 1, is it? Almost turn 1. 3 wide, 52, the 46, the 42 of Professor Konotis goes through on the 52. Good opportunity there. Knock on wood, Disco Jaden, that we don't have anything go bad between this pack of cars. Just a whole lot of bumping and grinding. Wow. R. Kelly would be thrilled right now. I shouldn't make that joke. I'm sorry. I should stop. Professor Konotis chasing down Casey Shoot out in front. Zane Blisket, thank you for the follow, Marlex EA18. Appreciate you, brother. Let's go to a Helicam and watch these side-by-sides take place. Another 2x2 situation. 42. Whoa, there's Jace Ryan in the 63 making a big lunge on the 52 in the background, trying to make that work around the outside. Now he's into the grass. We've seen this go bad before for the 52. Where did he end up? Behind Justin Beachley. Oh, man. Some aji-baji, indeed. Yes, I would like to keep my job, if at all possible, so no more of those references that I made earlier. And it's just a reference to the song. Just want to be clear. Just a reference to the song. I don't support what he did. I apologize, everybody. Thank you very much for entertaining me. Thank you very much for being here to entertain me as well. You guys are an amazing group of people that make this stream even better with all the chat messages, all the participation coming from the drivers all the way down to the chatters, the followers, and the family people. Thank you for the follow, Disco Jaden 1. Appreciate you. There's the love. Disco Jaden says, I've only been here for 30 minutes, maybe, and I already love you. Thank you so much. Whoa, Leo Manford almost going to the backside of the 63. Travis battle attack. Thank you very much for the follow, but we've got more battling attack going forward. Jace Wright, Leo Monfort, Justin Beachley. No 3 wide situation here, but we do have a deep side by side. The 63 is able to go down on the 18. Beachley goes back and almost goes into the rumpus of the number 63. Holy smokes. This is getting hot and sweaty, not just in my room, but it's getting hot and sweaty out on track. These guys look like they're battling for a AWI watch right now. Oh, man. Whoa, and it looks like the 63 of Jace Wright. No, who is that? Devin Anthony in the 52. He went off and into the dirt there. Wilson Fernandez in 7th place chasing down Bruno Pio right now. Ali Raza still battling it out with Bruno Pio, about 1.3 seconds back. Is Jay Clifford or S Lover Inc. in here? Not that I could tell. Not that I saw side by side. The 390 tries to turn in on the 400. That 400 just existing. We saw this battle before. Now it looks to be concluded at this point. The 400 and the 390. And Jay Clifford, not that I've seen. I thought I would have recognized that name. Cheers out for KP. What's up, Travis? Thank you very much for being here, sir. Hopefully you don't leave just because your boys are not here. Got plenty of people to root for right now, like Kevin Yu in the 45, chasing down the 18 of Justin Bleachley. This one has not stopped. Let's look at Wilson Fernandez, though. On board with Wilson Fernandez as they come around the final turn. Turn 16, headed down the straight of turn 1. Got cheers out for Yadanashi. Where is Yadanashi? Yadanashi's down in 35th position right now, doing his best to hold on. Everybody that's able to make it to the end is a winner in my book. Looks like our boy GB is chasing down Eric the Boss Kakas. That Porsche is doing work up the inside, making a look at that Merc. Wow, is he going to be nip and tuck? Ah, he can't make it work right there at turn 13. Pointing into turn 14, this Porsche is going to have the light moves. Faster on the twisty bits, but that grass, that dirt he kicked up isn't going to help him, but may deter some of the people behind. Is there a D. Anthony? D. Anthony. Yes, there is a Devin Anthony. He's in 19th position right now in the number 52. One of the big combaters that we've seen right now. He's battling it out with Jace Wright and Leo Manfort behind him. Let's go ahead and get the display looking good. We've got a mandatory pit stop for this race. Minimum pit stop time, I assume, will be 25 seconds. Give a driver your choice of energy. Give you a weapon, Spady Bud. Let's go, Mr. Bud. He's in 37th position right now for the number 21, trying to do the best he can. Oh, we have GB and Eric Akasian going side by side towards the last set of turns. They're 13, 14, 15. I thought that Porsche might have made the move, but it could not do so just yet. Got Gage Gonzalez into the pits already. Got Quinn Smith, who's already done their pits. First of the pitters is that boy, Quinn Smith. Wow, Jace Wright just getting tucked in to that Mustang of the number 52, the 63, almost getting run to the back of by the 176. That 176 is looking awfully feisty. That's Leo Monfort, the 52, getting a little bump into the tuchus by the number 63. Ooh, man. There's not been a still moment here on track. Here's the battle between Joe Kalial, and then how he's involved with the battle between GB and Eric the Boss Kakas. I don't know where he came from, the number 26, just all of a sudden inserted himself into this. I think as GB and Eric Gakasian have been fighting out, they lost out a significant amount of time. They're doing about 138s, 137, so that makes sense to me. Zane Bliskett getting chased down by Casey Shute and the number 6, Aston. Nothing doing there. Let's look at Gakasian and GB on the inside. Towards the outside goes GB, trying to get a switchback. That Mercedes really trying to defend. It looks like we've got Joe Kalial, who went into the pits straight away. How's T Carr doing? Tyler Carr from FNM is doing all right. He's up into 4th place right now, 5 seconds off of the next car. The podium position of Kenneth Portis right now. He's on par for a podium. He's actually doing faster laps than Kenneth Portis. If there's any mistake from the drivers on the podium, the position will be his. Professor Kanota's chasing down Casey Shute now. Casey Shute must have gotten by. Take a look at the left of your screen. We have the positions gained overall. Leo Monfort's gained 20 positions starting from the back of this grid. Amazing. Anything is possible. Looking at Leo Monfort right now. go on board and see what he's doing with his wheel too. Casey shoots into the pits. Kevin Hughes into the pits. And it looks like GB is into the pits now, tired of battling with Eric Gakosian, it seems. Now things are going to get shooken up, everybody. Mandatory refueling is mandatory. So that should slow everybody down by at least 25 seconds. But the tire change is really what's going to spice things up. In case you decided to get some tires, this Honda looking clean as ever from Kenneth Portis. The number 84. Ricardo Rivera, our race leaders, into the pits right now after 18 laps of running. 5 seconds in between taking tires and not taking tires might be your race, but if you can do it early enough, then you can make those tires work in your favor, I think. Tell me what you do in chat if you had a 25-second mandatory fueling window. What's your strategy for the race? Pit at 40, but are you taking tires, Disco Jaden? Ooh, that Nissan trying to make a look at Matt Artem. Matt Artem just there on the racing line said no thank you sir to the 999. Kept driving forward. He's in the top 10 right now, Mr. Artem. I agree, Mr. Buckley. I think I would take tires. Take tires, take a half fuel load, call it a day. But I would probably do it early. I would have probably done it early. I think I would have done it right around the 45, 47 minute mark. Because then you get out of rhythm of everybody, right? You might get some clean air. You might get some back markers. You know, some blue flag participants. Who knows? On a small track like Indy, under 90 seconds, or a 90-second track. We call Laguna Seca a 90-second track now, right? So, definitely a 90-second track. Indy is tough on tires, now that you think about it. The lateral load is huge on these cars, isn't it? Not a lot of camber, not a lot of banking other than the oval section you pop into, but the lateral load on these tires must be really bad. Ah, would have fueled for longer, but would opt in early. Yeah, pit length window messes up everything. Prevents you from getting what you really want to get done. Bruno Pio chasing down Ali Raza now. This is battle for position on track overall. This is the battle for 5th and 4th. And Ferrari, wow, really deep on the brakes there, trying to keep up with what the Mustang can do. Fantastic legwork. Oh, that Ferrari's really chasing. Probably used a speed token there. Take a look at Leo Monfort real quick and Jace Wright. Looks like Matt Artem's walked away from Andre Alex Alfonso for now, but Mr. Alfonso would probably be hunting him down here shortly. Here's Mr. Monfort again, chasing down Jace Wright. Got Ferrari on Lambo Love. Battle of the Italian car makers on the inside! Whoa, Leo Monfort, I'm not sure he even knew that he was going to make that overtake happen there. And wow, I can't believe that there wasn't any contact there. Good heads-up driving from Jace Wright to avoid turning in to make that happen. Oh. Welcome back, Disco Jaden. Sorry about the ads. There's not much I can do about them. I am not in control of them. Apparently, they are set down to the absolute minimum possible. And hopefully that should be it of them. They're going to run about every hour or so. Hopefully in the future we can do pre-roll ads. Run, a minute 20 during the stream starting soon. And then run one during our intermission between the race and qualifying session. That way the drivers get the least amount of ads as possible. But then there's also subscriptions. We don't want to deter people from subscribing. Wink, wink. If you have a Prime sub, oh wait, hold on your Prime sub. Quinn Smith chasing down Double D. Side by side, here we go towards turn 1. Looks like Quinn Smith has it in the bag, but will Double D make a dastardly dare to go for a switchback? I don't think he can. Double D holds on for now. Big moves from Quinn Smith in the Triple Eight. Eric the Boss Gakas. What happened there? Take a quick look at the 555. I don't think it was pushed or shoved. I think he may have just leapt on his own. Driving offline, goes off into the marbles, and then lights up the rear end, gets spun around, and gets his mandatory screen time of the day for Eric the Boss Gakas. Diego Cosico goes off into the pits. Harold McDonald into the pits. Devin Anthony also into the pits right now. Woo! Spicy race so far. And it's not over yet. Chronotis chasing down Mr. Blisket, chasing down or being chased by Leo Monfort as well. And everything looks pretty tidy here for right now. Tyler Carr is into the pits, one of the fan favorites. Leo Monfort chasing down Professor Chronotis, doing a good job of that. Side by side, the Chronotis gets passed by the 176 of Leo Monfort. Just left the door wide open and was taken away just like that, like a bag of groceries being picked up, just yanked out of his hands. Kenneth Portis the second, leading away right now in this race to Ali Raza, about 11.4 seconds back. Kenneth Portis getting through some blue markers right now. And that'll force some people in the background to get involved in some calamity. Double D getting through on Gage Gonzalez, or Gage Gonzalez going backwards on Double D. Excuse me, no, Harold McDonald and Double D. That's what happened. Make one move for blue flags, and then all of a sudden, Double D comes into the pits, though. Won't have to pay the price for that. Thank you for the follow, RR Streaming. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support and following. Thank you very much for your time that you're spending here tonight. Tonight, tomorrow, this morning, whichever you are in the world. Matt Artem has promoted himself up into 8th place right now for the 414. Oh, excuse me, no. He's promoted himself up into 5th place right now. What is going on? Bruno Pio's into the pit. Portis is into the pit. Borman's into the pit. Wicks is into the pits. everybody going for the earlier pit stop or splitting this race in half. Well, it looks like Ali Raza, Wilson Fernandez, Drew Brakovsky, Matt Artem, Andre Alfonso have not done that. What HUD is this? This is the ACC TV HUD. Does it look okay? Do you not like it? Do you like it? Do you love it? Whoa, side by side, Mustang on Mustang, action 75 and the 72. Maybe brothers in numbers, but not too much. Made a nice move there. Yeah, I hope you like it, Mr. One Bigly. There's some work you have to do to make it look this clean and natural, but no, it's a good HUD to use, in my opinion. Yeah, positions are going to get confusing for drivers if they do not have their relative open. Absolutely. They will get the blue flag indications, though, from the marshals at their stands. Hopefully they are aware of that. The 400 comes into the pits right now. Wilson Fernandez also into the pits for the number 8. Right on, One Bigly. Thank you very much. It provides a lot more data and insight. I like to give the fans as much data and insight as possible, as well as, it gives out the manufacturers best lap times, things like that. It's just good data to keep track of. Positions gained also really helps out people understand what's going on in the race. Who are the biggest gainers? Who are the biggest losers without having me to repeat myself a whole bunch of time? Like Zane Blisket is up 23 positions right now. Leo Monfort's up 33 positions right now. Unbelievable. Eric the Boss Kakas getting chased down by the 98 and the 726. That is a pass for position overall. And that's 762 behind, excuse me. And the 72 also involved in this. They're all on the same strategy, it looks like. Side by side between the 98 and 762. Now the 762 just walks away from the 98 of Will Bruner. There goes Gakasian trying to make a move on the 72, looking on the inside. This will turn into the outside line and leave him very vulnerable here in a second. I think he's going to be able to hold on the inside, and that car in the background goes super deep, almost 3 wide going into the final section of the track. And it all looks nip and tucked now for the 555 as he walks away with it. Is there a cinematic cam for this HUD? I don't know what you mean by that. It looks like that 72 on the inside, on the outside, excuse me, of the 762, just so close to each other. Nip and tuck side by side going through the first section. And the 61 is off. The 621, excuse me, is off somewhere in front of all of this calamity. Whoa, there's a big off track for the 762, for the 72, excuse me. So close in numbers, so close in color schemes as well. Hard to keep track of them. Cinematic camera for the HUD. The camera's on track and focuses on the one car. I can do that, yeah. Oh, Let's see. I mean, like 72. You mean like this? Track focuses on the one car. Not the trackside one. Oh, you mean like on track one? No, no, it does not provide that. Unfortunately, no. It does some of those, but those are with a different program or different setting. That makes any sense whatsoever. The program that I'm running is called ACCTV. Has a lot of information, has a lot of data, and manages the cameras very well. I let it do some of the hard lifting for me. So that way I can just override some of the manual camera stuff that it likes to do. Casey Shoot is getting chased down by Alex Hansen. It's hit the 390 and the number 6. Love it, America. And actually, when I got into this, not to deter the conversation too much, when I got into this session, I realized that Indy actually doesn't have a lot of those cameras. Like, I literally saw half of the cameras being crossed out as soon as I got into the server and fired it up. It's like, truly, Indy doesn't, they didn't add those to ACC for some reason. That's like the weirdest thing that I saw. Bruno Pio getting chased down, or chasing down the 72 of the car in front. That's going to be a back marker for him. Bliss gets into the pits. And I think he's through. Bruno Pio's through on the 72 right now. Yep. Obviously not on the same strategy. Harold McDonald, not Ronald. Chasing down the 46 of Darren Wicks in the Nissan. Oh, you're quite all right, Mr. Jaden. Oh, no, that's a big offer. Who is that? The number 14? No. Who was that behind this? The 182. Is that Kevin? You know? Jace Wright looks okay. The 400 looks okay. Someone went off in the background there. Just missed their breaking point by a mile. Leaders right now, Ali Raza, Matt Artem, Andre Alex Alfonso, Drew Burakovsky, Ricardo Rivera. Drew is actually into the pits right now. Ricardo Rivera, Diego Cosico, Kenneth Portis, Steven Lindar, Quinn Smith, Tyler Carr, Wilson Fernandez, Bruno Pio, Gage Gonzalez, Paul Borman, Darren Wicks. That's your top 15, folks. Yeah, normally there's a lot more cameras that they'll provide, but for some reason I think Indy just doesn't have them accessible for some reason. Like some of these, but these are all trackside. Yeah, that's all TV1 cam. None of that cinematic stuff from like the ground and stuff. Oh, that would be a good betting strategy. Look at all of those ballers, those foams that just got knocked over. That's crazy. Drivers really hate those foam boards. Mustang on Mustang action. 69 and 888 getting chased down by a Porsche. That is not for position in the background. Car is getting out of the way real quick. That looks like the number 2 of Stefan Lindauer. That is. Made a mistake all on his own. I don't see anything from him. Let's go back 30 seconds to see what happened to Lindauer. Oh, whoa! A little bit of a tank slapper there. Whoa, and another one. It's like DJ Khaled said. And then he's just trying to rejoin the track after running into the wall. And I hope Lindauer is going to have damage repaired. Yeah, those Mustangs must have really done something evil in this world. None of the drivers have supported them or liked them one bit. Andre Alex Alfonso is about 4/10 back from Matt Ardham. I don't think he's going to act on it just yet. The 999 chasing down the 414. Side by side, Mustang on Mustang. Oh, excuse me, that's Eric the Boss Gakasi getting involved in that, and the Mustang battle ends, and the Porsche is going to go through, and now the Mercedes is going to help out. The Porsche gets straightened out, but that Mustang gets the absolute worst of it. No! Man, when it rains, it pours. Foam boards. When it rains, it pours. Foam boards. Oh, Bruno Pio and Tyler Carr getting into it side-by-side action. Let's take a quick look at what happened there. What's going on? Oh, this is the recovery of the 69 car. And the 14 getting involved. Whoa, a little bumping and grinding. The 69 goes wide. Now is probably going to go deep there as the 14 tries to pinch him down. Whoa, the 69 has a big old drifty moment and then comes back down on the 14. Holy smokes. There's action everywhere. Whoa! And it looks like Bruno Pio goes through on Tyler Carr. Tyler Carr goes backwards in that Mustang, blowing the brake point due to those foam boards being gone, due to the massacre of the foam pile of 2024. P23 with action. Man, there's action everywhere. I can't keep track of it all. Got Tyler Carr still chasing down Gage Gonzalez, trying to get back to Bruno Pio's neck of the woods. Ferrari, McLaren, Mustang. Three manufacturers. About 1 second away from each other. Mustang deep on the brakes, trying to get back in touch with the Ferrari in front. Time has flown by with this action-packed race. You're absolutely right, Disco. And thank you very much for the follow, whoever that was. I apologize I didn't get your name. But thank you very much for the support that you've given. Thank you very much for the time that you're spending here today. That means the most to me. You guys are rocking and rolling with the supports here today. It's absolutely phenomenal. No, you are great, Planet says Bruno. Thank you so much. Whoa, it looks like that McLaren went deep there. I just realized that the stream is in 720p. I apologize. I can stream in 1440. I will fix that setting for the next one. I promise. But thank you very much, Planet as Bruno. Whoa, Mustang almost clipped that rear end of the McLaren. I think it might have based on the way that steering wheel jerked. Holy smokes. 2x2. It looks like lap traffic is going to play a part in this for the 13 and the 69. Nice. What's going on, Sword and Keyboard? Thank you very much for being here, brother. Ooh, Tyler Carr. Whoa, makes a deep plunge on the 98. Black marker getting in the way, I think. That is a 98. That is Will Burner in the 98. Trying to do his best to get out of the way. The Mustang goes deep on the brakes, trying to make that corner work, but it is not. Even locks up the brakes there. And the 98 is going to be free and clear as Jace Wright goes backwards. Kevin Yu goes forward, it looked like. Let's go back 30 for 30. Jace Wright, Kevin Yu, identical liveries almost. Kevin Yu's got the teal accents. Jace Wright's got the orange accents. Little bump in the rump there, giving them the hold hurry up. No, the 45 is going to be Kevin Yu, excuse me. Orange accents for him. 63, Jace Wright has got the teal accents, so holding on to their positions right now. Not that I can tell. Oh no, Jace Wright goes off the track. Let's go back really quickly to make sure we didn't miss anything to see what happened there. Oh, just lost it going over the curbs. Was about to get a tank slapper and decided to just drive straight. And Professor Kenotis now involved in this bit of action. Definitely got cursed by the commentators. Actually add that into my notes for today. Action must be shown, indeed. And the drivers give me the action to be shown, that's for sure. Gil Silverland chasing down Jace right now as the battle between him and Kevin Yu is completed. Andre Alex Alfonso is finally into the pits for the 999. Matt Artem is still out there. Ricardo Rivera has taken his pit. He's the front runner now. And Ali Raza is the last of the drivers to not take their pits. So Matt Artem and Ali Raza. Gotta love a race with action. 30 minutes has gone by in a blink of an eye. You're absolutely right. Casey Shoot, Leo Monfort. Leo trying to get back his positions gained side by side. Running around together, coming up the banking section. It looks like Casey Shoot has that position lock and key as they come around to turn 15. Wilson Fernandez and Quinn Smith chasing each other down. The 888 getting chased down by the number 8. The last 8 that was missing. Oh, battle for position overall for the lead even. The 787 of Ricardo Rivera getting chased down by Diego Cosico. 4/10 away from each other right now, negotiating back markers. That's the number 53 there on the racing line. 53 trying to get out of the way, holding onto the inside line, making a predictable slowdown there, it seems. Good point. 23 seconds between P15 and P16. Wow. How many races are left in the season? I have to check out the GT3 calendar for that. 1, 2, 3, 4 left in season. Jay Goose Gaming, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for your love and support, man. And everybody that's here, I got to apologize. I am more than capable of streaming in 1440. I don't know why it's not streaming in high def quality. I apologize for that, I believe. All right, well, I apologize for that. Get in here, Jay Goose Gaming. Get in here. Catch your race being streamed by the one and only, the real high. The highest of the high, baby. That's me in chat. Whoa, there goes a deep lunge. I think that's a move for position, is it? Wilson Fernandez goes through on Quinn Smith for missing his break point. Yep. Diego Cosico and Ricardo Rivera, 75 and the 787. You can get in here, Disco Jaden. Come on. Don't put yourself down. None of that here in this chat, okay? The only thing is I'm not sure there's enough slots left. Oh, Eric the Boss Kakas with Justin Beachley and GB. Eric the Boss Kakas backs out of that one. He wants no part of a three-way action in front. He sees the other Merc doing some crazy things, and he's like, nah, I'm cool, bro. Where can you see the tracks? There you go, buddy. Nose to tail right now. Two Mercs getting chased down by, well, another Merc. All making up speed in the exact same way. Oh, Nightbot took care of me. Thank you. Thank you, Neo Kabuki. Appreciate you dropping the link. The lick. Gaps open up at the front. So now 1 second separating Diego Cosico and Ricardo Rivera. Right on, Disco Jaden. Get in if you can. Just accident for the 996 and the 52. Let's take a quick look. There's the 996 behind of Zane Blisket. The 52 is right out in front. Whoa, diving deep onto the inside. That Porsche having some heavy braking. Just goes right into the back of the 52 and holds onto it. Man. This is the Summer GT3 Championship. Summer GT3 Championship Series. And if you can't get into this one, there's always the West Coast Wednesdays, or there's the Monday racing as well for GT4 rookies and for GT4s overall. Really no excuse. Really no excuse. There's action every single day of the week, I must say. Will Bruner in the 98 chasing down GB and Eric the Boss Kacasia, who just got through on your boy GB. Oh! Porsche had a big wiggle, and that Mercedes almost clattered into the rear end of him. I don't see any incident posted right now, so I don't think that really registered, but it was awfully close. And now the 666, the Mad Max. Oh, Pepsi car wants to get involved with the 98, making a look on the inside of the high turnpike here, and almost was able to get it down and posted, but did not get in there. Registered, says Jay Goose Gaming. Heck yeah, that's what we want to see, folks. There's the Mad Max car, Pepsi Max, coming in hot. The 666, he's there alongside GB. Will he hold on, or will they all go three wide? It's a three wide option. And the 762, the 98, and the 666 goes round. And there's absolute chaos as cars are getting collected here. Holy Toledo, man. Thank you for the follow, Geo119. Appreciate your love, appreciate your support, and most importantly, I appreciate your time. Yep. That is a yellow flag being waved out on track, folks. Let's take a look at the front of the field, see if anything's changed between Ricardo Rivera. Oh. And Wilson Fernandez. What happened at the front? 666. I'm not seeing an incident between the 762 and 787. Not sure how Wilson Fernandez dropped back so far. He must have made a mistake that's not registered on the screen. Yellow flag for the number 13. That's about it. Gage Gonzalez. Crazy to think that he's lost that much time in lap traffic alone. .42 414. And that'll be the 414 of Matt Artem, actually. As Matt Artem's trying to get through back markers. But Professor Carnotus is chasing down Jace Wright, it looks like. So Matt Artem might not be on the best strategy right now. He's getting sucked into this pack of cars that he doesn't want to be a part of right now, but he's been out the entire race on the same set of tires. He must be going for a splash and dash. Matt Artem doing a great job of keeping it calm, cool, and collected, though. That's one of his best traits that he has. There he goes, off and into the pit lane. Wants to avoid as much of that drama as possible. Just like Fergie said, no, 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 no drama. Now, there's an appropriate family-friendly reference, right? Way better than the other one. You couldn't use your number 26 because I took the number 26, Jaden. I took it. I took it from you. It's mine. Yeah, I'm actually registered as the number 26 on the sim grid. I apologize, buddy. Or not on sim grid, on Tracklicious. We gonna them be fighting words. Oh man. Right on, man. Glad you're registered for the championship series. Hopefully if somebody drops out, or if somebody no shows, we have a couple people not doing so well, not really loving the series. I can imagine we got at least 4 people drop out. We had 39 people start this grid. Unbelievable. Unbelievable amount of people registered for this series. Gage Gonzalez trying to make a move on Andre Alex Alfonso in the 999 Nissan. Alfonso actually has taken his pits. I don't know why it's showing that he hasn't. A little bit of a bug there. Ali Raza is the only one who has not taken his pit stop yet. Just to make that abundantly clear. So go ahead and remove that. Red Chrome Mustang or a blue Chrome Mustang. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Professor Carnotus chasing down and being chased down. All at the same time. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We got battles going on for 10th and 11th, though. Hold on. Gage Gonzalez and Drew Borokowski. Major action here. Almost going back into the 999. Just narrowly avoiding so, though. Wilson Fernandez is looking good for a podium position, though. Whoa, Lamborghini getting close. That's Drew, baby. Drew trying to make something work. Not really able to do so just yet. Closing down in on the brakes. It looks like Gage Gonzalez is going to try around the outside of that Nissan, and he does, but damn, he looks like he went deep on the brakes there. I couldn't believe then he went deep on the brakes. That wasn't going great, but then he makes it work somehow. Unbelievable. Good job. Great respect from this 999 and 13, excuse me. Now the 68 of Drew Borokowski wants to get involved and take advantage of the 999's weakness. It's been displayed and shown, apparently. The Monfort now taking a move on Professor Carnotus on the inside after he goes a little bit of a slip and slide through turn 6 and turn 7. Not looking so stable. And that Ferrari on Ferrari crime is going to make do head here at the entrance towards turn 8. Does he have enough room around the outside to make something like this work? Tries to close down. Going the long way around the outside, doesn't carry enough speed, but now is actually under threat from Kevin Yu and the number 45 behind. Battle for P16, 17. There is a battle for P11 still from Drew, but we should always go look at the front runners of Kenneth Portis as well. Nothing to see there. Keep our eye on this one for now. I'm going to redeem a hydrate for myself, actually. Sorry, folks. Whew. Much needed. Where did Artem come out of the pits? Whoa, Matt Artem up into 8th position. Holy smokes. Ali Raza out of the pits now. Ricardo Vera in P1. Kenneth Portis in P2. Ali Raza in 3rd. Wilson Fernandez, 6.7789 seconds back from Raza. Maybe not in line for a podium position right now. Gage Gonzalez chasing down Matt Artem. Artem, I assume, did not take tires. Thank you for the hydrate, Disco Jaden. Oh, I needed that. I'm probably sweating just as much as these drivers right now. This has been hectic as heck. Professor Canotis lost out of position to Kevin Yu, 3/10 back from Leo Montfort right now. Looks like Leo's got the time in his pocket right now. Take a look back at the Matt Artem Gage Gonzalez battle. Gage has got about a second a lap in hand. That last time around, at least. Hopefully Matt Artem can keep in touch. Matt typically likes to drive understeery cars, and that'll lead to being able to hold on to good defenses, but he just goes a little deep and wide. No! Commentators curse for him at turn 6. And it looks like Gage Gonzalez was able to just walk right on through, unfortunately. Oh, man. Hopefully, Matt Artem can hold on to this top 10. He's getting chased down by Andre Alex Alfonso now. I like my cars a bit oversteery, personally. I like it just like my girlfriend's, ready to kill me at any moment. Kenneth Portis in 2nd place, chasing down Ricardo Rivera about 5/10 back. Oh yeah, I like a pointy front end. Oh yeah. I want it to just snap on me when I look at it wrong. It is so weird how I like my cars. Understeery cars, I cannot stand. I want to be able to just I want to be able to steer it with my feet, basically. Borman getting chased down by Drew Bavovsky. Looks like he's going to be able to go through that 666 on the outside. Contact is made, and there's actually an incident in the background. The number 2 bumped into the rope, and that's Stefan Lindauer is being held up as he got spun around. Not sure what happened there for the number 2. Yellow flags being shown, but nothing else. 68 and the 666 having a little bit of contact there. It looks like Drew Burakovsky is actually through on the 666 now. Bruno Pio chasing down Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith's in the Mustang in front. Battle between Italy and USA. Now that is going to be the last lap of the race being called. Wow. No bonus lap for us, it sounds like. I'm not sure about Max Verstappen's setups, but yeah. Unfortunately, it's more of like a sprint setup, right? Having a car that's ultra pointy like that, because you wear on your tires quite a bit. Forcing the car into deep braking zones, having to get it to rotate. Kenneth Portis chasing down Ricardo Rivera. This is a battle for P1 right now. We got 43 seconds left in this race. 53 is off out in front, but we're going to keep on board with this battle for the lead right now. The 787 and the 84 duking it out, blow for blow, corner for corner. What can Kenneth Portis do in the final sector of this track here at Indianapolis for the GT3 Championship Summer? Looks in hand. About a half second per lap better. Then Ricardo Rivera, is he going to make his move now? No. Oh my goodness. And there it goes. Ricardo Rivera goes super deep and off the track. Kenneth Portis goes forward and stays on the brake line. And then Ricardo Rivera has to relinquish the position. And it's game over, folks. Signed, sealed, and delivered in the final sector. Ricardo Rivera takes home P2. Kenneth Portis takes home P1. Holy smokes! Battle for P10 still raging on. Andre Alex Alfonso, Drew Proflowski goes through on Paul Borman in the final sector as well. Borman doesn't want to give up on Drew Burakovsky yet. On the inside, the 666 makes a deep lunge on the 68. Can't hold down or make the corner, so the 68 goes through on the 666. Now he's battling it out with the 46. No! Excuse me, that's the 555 if I'm not mistaken. And there was an accident in the background there. That was the 762 getting collected in all of that calamity. Leo Montfort now battling it out with Jace Wright. This is also going to be down to the wire, coming through that same section where we saw Ricardo Rivera go out. Jace Wright goes through in the number 63, holding on to Leo Montfort in the 176 in 16th place. Dragged to the line, doesn't have anything to write home about now. It's signed, sealed, and delivered. It's over, folks. Kenneth Portis takes home P1, Ricardo Rivera takes home P2, Ali Raza in third, Wilson Fernandez in fourth, Quinn Smith in fifth, Bruno Pio in sixth, Tyler Carr in seventh, Gage Gonzalez in eighth, Matt Artem in ninth, holds on to that top 10, Andre Alex Alfonso in 10th, Drew Burakovsky in 11th, 666 for Paul Borman in 12th, Darren Wicks in 13th, Harold McDonald in 14th, Jace Wright in 15th, Leo Montfort in 16th, 17th go to Kevin Yu, Perverusser Canotis in 18th, Casey Shute in 19th. Casey Shute in 19th position. Oh, and it reset the data on me. Gosh darn it. That'll be it for the top 20, it seems. Whew. I am sweating. Who's going to get in here for an interview now? Come on, let's talk to someone. I want to talk to the race winner if he's around. Get into that green room. Oh, we've got people. We've got Ali Raza ready to go. Let's get Mr. Portis in first. Ali Raza, how are you, sir? I am living the dream. Man, what a way to end the race, huh? Hold on 1 second. I gotta get Discord audio back in. Looks like it's not working. Hold on 1 second. I can hear you, but the fans can't hear you, and that's what matters the most. I can ignore you all day long, but everybody else has got to hear you. Let's see. Do a mic check for me, sir.
Yeah, hello.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, we're going to turn you down just a hair, but everybody can hear you now loud and clear. I've got Mr. Raza in the booth with me right now. Mr. Raza, how do you feel about the way that race ended?
Ooh, it was very close. I tried to extend the tires, and I knew this track is going to be pretty hard. But yeah, I think I didn't save the tires just enough that, you know, I couldn't cut them. So I was just 3 seconds behind them when I got out. So close.
So close. And so
Yeah.
your strategy being to stay out as long as possible, come in, split it halfway. What was kind of your thought process, and were you able to adapt on the fly or not?
It seems like Mustang, like it's good on fuel, so when with 75 minutes you can go almost a full tank and only refuel a couple liters. So you have a huge advantage of like, saving all that time of not changing tires.
Sure.
So that's what I wanted to do and try to baby the tires, but the rears just didn't like work with me at all. So
Yeah, didn't make
uh,
it to the end for you, man. And
yeah.
you were doing such a great job of driving to your heart's content. I thought it was in the bag towards the last 10 minutes of the race. I couldn't even tell how close it was coming down until the final 3 laps where I started seeing red on that delta. What was your gut feeling when you saw the gap closing down on you like that with the final 5 minutes left to go?
Oh, I was just hoping that I could just make it and cut them, but I think Bliskett also came, who was a back marker there.
Yep.
And yeah, I just thought, I guess I got unlucky throughout the race. Maybe I got into traffic more than the others or something. But I mean, it's racing, so I'll take a P3.
Oh, absolutely. And let me ask you something about that. You talked just quickly about, luck and traffic. Tell some people like myself who are a little bit greener to, this blue flag racing that you guys are dealing with so much. What is the best way to make that communication happen between yourself and the driver that you're trying to pass? Maybe it's not in Discord, but what's the car language like to try to get through it the best as possible?
It's well, first you could obviously use your indicators, and usually when you're the faster car, you want the slower car to kind of take the racing line. But if I am about to, make a move, they should not be defending. That's all. So, if I'm coming into the inside and I'm breaking in the zone, they should not be trying to defend. That's all. And using indicators definitely helps.
Got
Uh,
it. That sounds like good communication tactics. And
yeah.
what were some of the highlights of your race? Forget about how things ended up, but let's talk about how high you were throughout that race. Anything that really stands out, the best battle that you had, or the best overtake that you had, perhaps?
I think yeah, in the beginning of the race, I was battling Quinn. Like Quinn had a little
Yeah.
bit of pace on me. I assume he was doing a half and half strat, so he used lower fuel. So I was just defending, hopefully to slow him down. But then I think that helped. He cut like pretty early, so that forced him to have a much larger load. So that
Ah,
was good.
interesting. I didn't even think about that. So we talked about your tire. You talked about your fuel earlier on. Did that load, that full tank of fuel, hurt you overall with the rear tires?
I'm not sure. I think it's just the Mustang because on the
Okay.
exits, it's just you have to be really careful on throttle, and
It
if you put the TC, you're just too slow.
Yeah, it's like driving the Lexus, right? It's just
E-
tires are going to go eventually.
Exactly.
Copy that. Thank you very much, Mr. Raza. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? And by the way, great driving at the 6 hours as well. I was happy to see a familiar name and face again.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, it's good. Back to back podiums. Thank you for, putting on a show for the stream, and thank you for everyone watching. As a good friend who's watching as well. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much for the support, Mr. Raza. Have a great day. Thank you.
All right, you too. Thanks.
Now let's grab Mr. Portis next. Drag him up to the booth. Mr. Portis, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh man, how are you doing?
I am doing very well. I'm quite ecstatic.
All right. Okay. So before we get to the most important thing about how the race ended, let's talk about how the race started for you. Okay. What were some of the moments where you thought, man, this isn't going to work out for me? Did you ever have those moments at the beginning?
I did. Rivera and whoever was in the Mustang, I forget his name. They were going quite fast, but since they were a little bit faster, I assumed that they were going to be on a little bit of a similar strategy, doing somewhat of a 50-50 and taking tires.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure I would have the outright pace. When Rivera pitted after like 40 minutes or so, I knew that I would have a tire advantage at the end, but I didn't have that much against the Mustang. Unfortunately, he disconnected. You hate to see it, but I
Yeah.
guess it was to my benefit, so I only needed to make the one pass there at the end.
But man, that one pass at the end, how did you scare him into that? How did you embody Dale Earnhardt Jr. and just become the intimidator?
It's really at that point, it was just forcing him into a defensive position, and a lot of people don't have a lot of experience not breaking on the racing line there. Um, so I was just making him go in deep, hope that he missed it. He did miss it. His car position kind of obscured the line for me, so I couldn't see the apex to the right of me, but I couldn't see the breaking point, so I just kind of guessed. So I went a little deep myself, but I was able to gather it up and continue on, and to my benefit, he didn't quite make it.
Let's talk about car position for a second. When you are trying to defend or when you're in a position like that, are you a just drive forward kind of a person? Are you thinking, well, if I've got the pace, I'm just going to drive forward? Or do you think that it's more beneficial to try to defend or position your car so that, let's say, you don't invite for a lunge or you don't invite for a late braking opportunity, let's say?
It kind of depends on the situation. Clearly, in Rivera's place, you're coming on by it's the last real breaking passing opportunity on the track, so you have to cover it.
Yeah.
Because anyone else is going to try and send it if you leave the door open, whether it works out or not. That's the nature of racing. So he did cover it, but he missed the braking spot.
Oh, man. And, I thought it was over until the last, 2 minutes of the race where you had about a half second in hand, half second back. I thought it might have been over going into that final braking zone, to be honest with you. I thought Rivera had it in the bag until he blew that braking point. I had no idea it could have been upturned in that way, shape, or form. That was the surprise of the race and the loudest I have screamed in a long time. That was so, so exciting. I hope you go back and watch the replay. Um, it was a phenomenal move. I think overall, compliments to the chef for you.
Thank you.
You really kept your head calm, cool, and collected. Like you said, you were off the racing line a little bit, trying to get a view of that brake marker, trying to get a view of where the apex was. It was all blocked for you. So you're basically going off of Jedi mind tricks and Jedi feels. Where was I last time? Going off of his break point, and then also to have the tenacity to know that he didn't break at the right point. He's going to go deep. And you
Yep.
just absolutely wrecked by being able to drive, to the T, a good race with minimal amount of mistakes. Last question of the day for you is about your pit stop strategy.
Okay.
What was it, or what was your plan on doing, and how were you able to adapt on the fly?
My plan was always to go on this race the 50-50 strat into well, not just like more like 55-45 strat and take tires at the end, and hopefully that it worked out at the end. I knew that statistically it would come up about 4 seconds short against someone who was on equal pace and they didn't take tires
Right.
and they only did the 1 liter of fuel. But traffic was brutal and it definitely played a part. So I know I lost a lot of time, but I could see Raza, 50 seconds ahead, constantly in traffic. And so I was watching him, and I knew it was going to be about a 58 seconds or so that he was going to be in the pit lane. So I was watching it, and then, like 3 laps to go, 4 laps to go. It was like he's going to come out right on top of me. So part of me wanted to make sure that I didn't um, fight Rivera right at that point or make him defend so that we didn't come out behind him.
For sure.
That was going to give us the best chance.
Man, thank you so much for all of that insight and information. You gave me a lot to think about, and hopefully, if any other drivers out here from that race, they have a lot to think about as well, and they can start practicing on that stuff. One more last question. Practicing. Is practicing with AI being off the racing line one of the best ways to kind of just get that repetitive, feel for these tracks? I've heard that it can be a good tool to just drive offline and try to make overtakes happen. What's your opinion on that?
I think it's a good idea. Early on in my career, I've been playing this game for a long time. I definitely did that. I don't practice against the AI now, but I still do practice my racing moves. What do the break points looking like if I'm trying to go around the outside or on the inside? Um, what's the grip like? What do I need to do with the steering wheel? What's likely to happen um, if I load up the tires, and which tire is going
Yeah.
um, to lock up first if you do that, right? So just practicing the racing line is the different racing moves and the different racing lines is just as important as practicing qualifying. And of course, when all you do, or if the majority of all you do is practice qualifying in your hot laps, and then when you're in a racing situation and you have to move offline, all of a sudden you're not prepared um, to hold your position or do what you need to make the pass.
I can't agree with you more. Hot lapping is great for if you're just trying to do, hot stint, top 10 qualifying, things like that for an endurance race. But it's not going to be your best friend when you're dealing with a, 45-minute, 70-minute race. It's not really what you're trying to shoot for. So, great points to add to people that really just want to improve on themselves, on their skills, and push themselves to the next limit. And having to say, I hate the people that say, well, public lobby this, public lobby that. Well, there's a lot of other ways to get practice in. You don't need to necessarily just have other humans out on track with you, but thankfully, Tracklicious has such an immense grid of people that this has got to help a lot of people as well improve their racecraft. With the punishments that you receive from the stewarding system that are all learning lessons to improve on, to just being able to chat and get coached by people. It's a wonderful organization to be a part of. And thank you very much for stopping into the booth to talk to me. I won't take up too much more of your time, Mr. Portis.
Yep, thanks for having me, and thanks for bringing the show to all the fans out there. We greatly
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Portis. You go shake some champagne now, okay?
Will do. Have a good night.
You too, brother. Bye.
Bye.
I don't see anybody else in the green room here, so I think we're going to end the stream here shortly. Let's go ahead and take a look at our calendar one last time. Thank you very much to all the Patreon supporters and the V8 Muscle Inline 4 donors. Appreciate all the support you guys have given us. And thank you very much to everybody who's put together this calendar for us. It's not a one-man show. Everybody on the staff who's either running a league, stewarding a league, hosting a league. You guys are doing a phenomenal job to keep Tracklicious running. So thank you all very much for all you're doing. And as I said before, there's no excuses for not getting into one of these races or one of these series other than not having the space for you. So please go ahead and sign up, be a part of the Tracklicious crew, sign up on the Sim Grid, find us out on Discord, and come send me a message. I'm The Real High, I'm Sauger, and remember, be safe and good night, folks. Bye.